early 2000 was like a time like in Germany, like blading went a little bit more like easy, like 2003, 4.
Yeah, sort of.
It was like kind of getting quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
So I skate by myself a lot, and then
But you were still skating.
I was still skating every now and then. But then I remember the time I went to the park by myself. Like it was also like I skated in Frankfurt a lot in. Oh, that was afterwards. Like, yeah, that was a short time. Maybe 2 years I didn't skate a lot. And then 2005, I started skating more and got in touch with Benny Hammernes when he was living in Frankfurt. Skate with those guys. And again, pressure, because Benny is like going for hammers.
Yeah,
like he went
He's a
insane.
big skate, yeah.
And we went to like a fucking drop rail. And I was like, you guys better get something here. And
That's like Benny's thing too.
yeah,
drop
that
rails,
was his thing.
Yeah.
But it had to be our thing as well. So I was like, fuck. So, but I was never into that. Or I was not like, not good enough to do that. I was more like playing around. But I also was like really, really impressed by, so that was also a time when Brandon Negretti starts all these video Road to Nowhere, and like when Mike Lilly and Santa Maria showed up, like first time seeing them, like doing toll roads and all this. I was like, that's kind of sick. I like that kind of skating, chase rushing and all this. I was like, wow, this is impressive. And but I was in baggies. So I was like, that's kind of weird, you know.
You thought it didn't go hand in hand, kind of?
It didn't go hand in hand during that time. Like all these guys had skinny jeans and like we're rock and roll music,
the rocker
you know?
style versus like a hip hoppy kind of.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, that was a part in my blading life. And then Benny moved away, and all the guys around us stopped skating. So I had to like figure out what I really liked doing, and so I kept doing that from then.
Yeah, your skating style now. That's why I was like kind of surprised that you were such an old school skater, because your skating now is like quote unquote like new age kind of, I would say. And usually people who are skating from like the 90s wouldn't normally skate like that now. Yeah. But you clearly do, and it's different.
Yeah, maybe because it's like that's the whole mix. Like I tried hard tricks. I tried to do like crazy disaster drop rails or whatever. I got fucking hurt. I did 720 gaps, and I was like, it's like, I don't know. Like there's another way.
No, it's like
the time I wasn't skating with everyone. I went to the skate park by myself. That was the first time ever like skating all alone, and like. So now I'm just doing whatever. Like the skate park was empty too, so I was just doing whatever I want to. If I want to do like a fucking
pressure. No.
Yeah, I want to do a sidewalk. I just do a sidewalk. You know, like it's just like all that stuff. That also took me back from the time when I was starting skating, because we were a big crew at that small skate park, and we did like for jokes, you know, like stupid tricks. And I just kind of like did that by myself too, and like I don't know. And I would say I'm really influenced by the old school too. Like I had a couple weeks ago, I watched like all VGs online. Like one evening, I was just like, I was kind of like, I had a flu a little bit. My girlfriend was out of town, and I was like, what should I watch? And it's just bullshit on Netflix. I was just like, there's VGs. I watched like started VG5 and ended up being on VG. I don't know.
I love those random binges. I did one of those recently too a few weeks ago. I just watched like 5 like old school videos back to back.
Yeah, and there's so much amazing stuff. What happens? You can transform it. Colin said it. Nothing is original.
Yeah.
So you can transform so much stuff from back then to now, and it feels fun. You know, like because you have like during having all this knowledge from all these years of skating, like 20 plus years. So you have like how everything can feel. Like sometimes the simple things feel so nice.
Yeah.
And I kind of understood that it gave me a good feeling when I do stuff that feels good.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Like I see that a lot in your skating. Like the like there was just like a recent like them skates with like you and Beer. It was like after Winter Clash.
Yeah.
And there was just like something you did. It was like says to like mono. I'll eat mono. Just grabbed, and I was like, damn, that looks like
it's
really
fun.
Like not only like fluid, like in going with like the start to end of a trick, but it just like looked like fun and fluid and just like thought out. Like,
that's what I mean.
That's the room, you know.
Yeah, you transform your knowledge and like the everything you learned during the whole time, and just transform it into something what feels good. And then I kind of want to say it automatically it turns out good too. So that's what I like learned during the last years, or like I saw happening. like when I was trying like a hard trick and I was getting angry and I was like, fuck this, like whatever, and
Yeah.
just like did something like fun. Like the first mono roll thing I did was in Activate, I think. Like I saw these, I went to LA and saw these picnic tables. And I remember like all these guys back then did mono rolls over picnic tables.
TJ Weber.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
those,
TJ Weber, you know.
Totally.
And I was like, wow, I want to do one of these, you know. And then I set one up in a line and was like doing it and just like keep grabbing, and I was like, oh wow, that just feels fun.
No,
you know?
that's a sick trick.
Just
actually.
it just
like,
feels fun.
I recently did like I think a backslide on like a down rail at a skate park and landed monorail, like the same foot
Yeah.
kind of thing. It was just so fun. I was like, oh, I just never did that before.
I know it's fun, and as soon as it feels good, it's gonna look good at footage too.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how like just like that thing that's been neglected for so long in skating, how far you can take that.
Yes,
Like, you know,
exactly.
you can do whatever to mono to forward to like,
Yeah.
and it just,
It's not just mono. There's so much. I mean,
no, it's just,
like I also like watching all the new stuff. Like watching Robbie after a trick doing all his stuff. Like it's interesting to watch, and like I can see him feeling what he's doing. So you know you can take
all these different directions.
all these different directions, and it ends up everything just needs to feel good for you.
Even Eugen, like, you know, like when he'll like land in like porn star cess slide or like acid or something, like it's like we would have never.
I know.
We
It's
didn't
just like
think
a little.
about
It's just like a little
stuff,
simple thing. It makes all the difference.
Yes.
Just that experimenting is just like
experimenting.
so healthy.
Like he goes to his P rail and does all this like
Yeah.
crazy switch up, and it probably feels amazing.
Yeah,
I don't lie.
Yeah.
It feels like crazy when you land all this like 10 switch ups.
Yeah.
Like just roll away, and it's like it's the same thing, just different.
Yeah, there are times with specifically with him, I have to like watch the clip like
of
10
course.
times, like what happened.
Yeah.
You know?
It reminds me of watching like Murder skating back in the day. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had to do that with him too. Like wait, what did he just do?
Yeah.
The fast feet.
Fast feet.
It's hard to follow.